Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Anchor the Light meditation. So, today, as you know, Fridays are for healing, and we rotate it morning and evening. So, first one last week was prosperity healing, then emotional healing. This Friday, we're flipping it. So, this morning is emotional healing. So, before we start, let's ask for blessings to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, so for emotional healing, we can focus on a specific one, or we can just do a general cleanse. And I was thinking about it. What we'll do is we'll do a general cleanse, and because a lot of people go through different types of emotions, anger, stress, and whatever else. So we'll just go in just like a ginormous fire hose and flush everything out, okay? Now, if there's a specific part you want to let go, let's say you're dealing with anger, you're dealing with stress, anxiety, what we'll do is when we start, I'm just going to have you just going to think about it, not really bring it to the surface because it happens automatically anyway. The fact that you think about it or you feel it, it comes to the surface of the chakra so that when the energy comes in, it's easier to flush out. Okay? Now, oftentimes we use the lotus flower as a symbol for spirituality. And the lotus flower basically represents one of a few things. One, the soul. All right? The lotus flower goes through muddy waters, come out, and looks for the sun. Now, that's very, very important to understand. It has many levels of truth because the mud is actually the earthly life. Okay? You say, yeah, I don't believe in that stuff. I don't need that mud. Just look at your life. There's mud. That's called life. But here's the interesting part to remember. This mud is not people throwing negative energy at you. The mud represents something that's heavy, that pulls you down. Okay? Now, listen carefully. What happens is this. As we go through our earthly life, you start experiencing that, there's things that you cannot control. There are people who don't like you, or things don't go your way. All these things are expectations of the soul. So as we go through life, things go well, things don't go well, whatever, we respond to it a certain way. So when you respond to it in a negative way, we're angry, we're upset, we're always disappointed, and how come people like this, how come they don't go away? We are actually, believe it or not, creating our own mud. Creating our own mud. And that's one of the things that we're going to cover a little bit more. Tomorrow is the full moon. Is that tomorrow? Yeah. And the topic we had is what the Lord Buddha said. You can only lose what you cling to. Okay? I'll cover that tomorrow in a little more detail when we do the meditation. And when you say clinging onto something, it's not necessarily, I want this car, I want that house, I'm attached to it. A person can cling on to an idea, a perception, an expectation. And when it doesn't go with what our expectations are, we get disappointed and angry, and it weighs you down. That's the mud. So the soul, as we learn lessons, we go through these muddy waters, and then as you learn lessons, you go, okay, this is important, but it's really not that important. Oh, I love this house, I love this car, I love this, I love that. That's nice. But in reality, I can live without it. You say, well, of course you have to live. What do you mean you can live with it? In other words, in the big picture, the soul is a spiritual being having an earthly experience. In that earthly experience, in order to survive physically, you need to have roof on top of your head, transportation, all these things. But when you look at the big picture, again, the spiritual self, the soul, is utilizing this lifetime merely as an evolutionary school. Okay? An evolutionary school. And these are tools that we use. That's it. And so, if your perspective is that way, you go, okay, yeah, that's a nice house, that's a nice car. I need it so the body has somewhere to stay. I need it to be able to go to work. Okay. So if something changes, I just adapt to it. So what happens is these attachments of ideas and thoughts are not clinging on to you and you're not clinging on to them. Make sense? And so when that happens, you go, okay. And at some point you have a realization, you go, every emotion, every thought is just something I created in response to what's happening around me. At that point in time, you start experiencing inner peace and stillness. That's when you rise out of the mud. Make sense? Now, for emotional cleansing, what we do is we focus on activating the Crown Chakra, which is another symbol, another thing that is symbolized by the lotus flower. So the Crown Chakra is a lotus flower opening like this, allowing more spiritual energy to come down. So when that spiritual energy comes down, we use it like a fire hose to go through the chakras to disintegrate these negative thoughts and negative emotions. Now, why is that important? It's something like this. As most of you know, everything is energy, right? But there are different frequencies of energy, different types of energy. There's emotional energy, mental energy, electrical energy. So these emotional energies and mental energies are thought forms. In other words, when we feel something, we think something, our aura by itself or using the energy from the environment builds these forms. They're almost like holograms. This which contain the thought and emotion that we have, and they're lodged in the chakras and in the aura. So when we're emotionally upset, we're angry, we're going through a lot of whatever stuff we're going through in life, we keep building these thought forms and they populate the aura. And when you look out into the world, you're seeing through these, let's just say, clouds of thought forms and emotional forms. Unless you clean this out, you will never have inner peace. I don't care how much medication you take, how much weed you smoke, whatever stuff you weigh to deal with it, it's not permanent. You know why? Because all you do is numbing it. Until you clean it out, anything that you, other than cleaning it out somehow, it's only temporary. But as you do your meditation and spiritual practice, two things happen. Number one, as you do your meditation, the divine energy comes down, it purifies these thoughts and emotions and flushes it out, like cleaning up your windshield or your windscreen. And number two, as you do your meditation and spiritual practice, as the spiritual self, the higher soul, the spirit, whatever word you want to use, takes control, I am the spiritual self, I am the soul, then it gets to look at the world and say, oh, okay, now this is the emotion I choose to create. These are the thoughts I choose to create. So it gets to be in the driver's seat, and so you see things clearly, and you say, oh, okay, this is upsetting, but what is the proper response? Well, me getting upset and angry is not going to change anything. Okay, what's the appropriate thing to do? Forgive and let go. Okay, good. How about this one? This one. So it gets to be in the driver's seat. So two things happen. One, you flush things out. And number two, you get to bring back your control. So every time you do your meditation, this effect of control gets stronger and stronger. You become, how do you call it, be in charge of what you create emotionally, mentally for an extended amount of time. So as you're in control of your thoughts and emotions for extended amount of time, the thoughts that you create become more, let's just say, better chosen. So hopefully, because of that spiritual control, you don't create so much smoke to cloud up your aura again. So it has a compounding effect. You have better control, your aura is cleaner, you think clearer. And the next time you meditate, better control. So you get to choose what you think of even more. And it just keeps going. At some point, you go through life calm, with inner peace and stillness. Even though things are still happening, your response to it has dramatically changed. Okay? So that's the important part we want to get through. So let's do our meditation. And before you guys space out, just to have a quick reminder. So tomorrow afternoon, California time, again, you guys do the conversion, 3 p.m. California time for the full moon meditation. And the topic is, you can only lose what you cling to. We'll just go through some of the teachings of the Lord Buddha to help us have a clear understanding of how to go through life. Now, one thing that's interesting about Buddhism It's very, very mental or very cerebral. The different types of religions, just to kind of give you a overall idea, different religions are basically different schools for the soul. Okay? Different types of schools. So, for example, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, in general, are very devotional, very heart oriented. Oh, yeah, I give my life to Jesus. Oh, I believe in, let's say, Lord Krishna, and so on and so on. It's very, very devotional, very heart chakra oriented. Buddhism is on the other side of the spectrum. It's like, what is the cause of suffering? Why do people have to suffer? How do we fix this? So for some people, it's very dry. For some people, it's like, that's boring stuff. I don't feel anything. But people don't realize that different schools, different teachings of different schools actually help the soul grow. That's why what we try to do here in pranic healing or hatha yoga, the way I was taught by my teacher is, you look at the soul, the spiritual self, like a gemstone or a diamond. And it has many facets. You cannot just polish one side without polishing the other sides. It's going to be a terrible looking diamond. So you, the spiritual self, the soul, has to be trained in all the different traditions. It doesn't mean that you go religion hopping, which is one problem a lot of people have. They go, I love this, going to this church and so on. So you feel so fulfilled. After a few years, you go, nah, not doing anything for me. Let me jump to this one. Oh, I'm now a Buddhist. Oh, I love it. Nah, that's boring. No, I'm Muslim. So you keep jumping all over the place, not realizing that it's not a matter of you changing religions. It's just a matter of you, the soul, watch this, improving or let's just say upgrading that aspect within you that you extract from that religion. So if you're very, very devotional, by studying Buddhism, you sharpen your mental faculty. You get to understand things in a different way. So when certain things happen, instead of emotionally get upset, you start to think, okay, what is the appropriate thing to do? Make sense? Now, if you're Buddhist, you're very, very mental. Okay, this is the way you do things, so on, so on, so on. Sometimes people find you very cold. You cannot empathize with someone. By learning devotion from Buddhism, from Hinduism, from Islam, from Christianity, you go, oh, okay. This person is going through a lot of suffering. All they have to do is don't do this, and then they'll stop suffering. But if I tell them that, it's not getting through. Okay, let me show some compassion to this person. And by showing compassion, that person will feel like I care. Their heart chakra will be more open. And then they'll be more interested in me teaching them spiritual teachings. Okay. So I will use the heart chakra method. Make sense? That's why, let me repeat it again. Religion has a tendency to divide. Spirituality has a tendency to unite. Okay? And here's the beautiful thing about it. And then this kind of trips people up a lot of times when I say it. You can be spiritual even if you're an atheist. And people get shocked. What? How can I be spiritual and be an atheist at the same time? Well, being an atheist simply means you don't believe in a certain religion or organized religion. But the question is, listen to this, who is the one who is not believing in something? Well, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that. Okay, who's the one saying that right now? I am. Who's that I? Me. Define it. Are you the body? No, because I'm moving the body. You said you just thought of not believing in religion or God or whatever. So who's that one believing or not believing? I am. Who's that I am? That being that is creating feelings and thoughts. Exactly the point. Who's that? Okay, well, some entity, consciousness, whatever. It's the soul, dummy. Oh, okay. But I don't believe in God. What's it got to do with it? Nothing. We're merely letting you realize that there's some entity or being that is moving the body, creating feelings and thoughts. And that's a spiritual self. Oh, okay, I have a spiritual self. And you're also an atheist, right? Yes. Bing! They go, oh, the two can exist. Exactly. That's why when I hear people arguing, oh, I'm an atheist, but I don't believe in them, going, hi, these people. No wonder you suffer unnecessarily. You know, it's like watching children. Okay, they argue and fight. Finally, let them fight. Let them beat each other up. At some point, they grow up. Right? You think about it. We're all spiritual beings with different clothing. That's it. Once you figure that out, you just say, oh, you're wearing a shirt. I'm wearing a jacket. But who's doing the wearing? I am. That's an important part. The rest is outer decoration. Okay? So, anyway, we'll cover that a little more tomorrow. Now, let's do our emotional cleansing because some of you go, I come here for emotional clean, not to listen to you lecture. Oh, too bad, buddy. You're going to get it. So, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers, personally to my teacher, Master Tuakok Sui Mahagu Jamailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. We thank you in full faith, so be it. All right, either you have a saltwater bucket next to you, which you should know already if you've been joining us for a while, a saltwater, like a bucket with this much water and maybe a handful of salt. That's your psychic garbage can. Now, if you're new and you don't have that, just visualize a violet fire next to you. Just imagine a fire about this high next to you. So when you get rid of disease or dirty energy, it gets disintegrated and neutralized. Okay? You don't want to just throw it in the air and let it pollute your environment. Okay, we'll do a short meditation to hearts. This meditation to hearts awakens the heart chakra even more in the crown, allowing the waterfall of divine energy to come down. And that's what we use as a fire hose to flush everything out. Okay? Shall we? Tap your heart center with your left hand. Tap your crown center with your right hand. Put your hand like this. Be aware of your crown. I am that. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotions. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. Just be still. I'm connected in one to my higher soul. I'm connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There's only oneness. Just be still. I am that. I am. Return to your true self. Regain your power to control the body, the emotions, and thoughts. That is the real I within you. And just say, I am that I. To solidify it, I am that I am. And so it is. Maintain that stillness, maintain that state of awareness and oneness. Open your hands in blessing. Imagine the earth in front of you. Be aware of your heart, be aware of your hands. Just say, our hearts are one. Imagine the earth and fill it with beautiful pink light from your heart flowing through your hands. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace wherever there's hatred anywhere, within me, outside of me, in my home, in my work, in my country, anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Let's just recall people we know going through challenging times right now. There's so many of them, either going through physical health issues, relationship problems, even financial problems. Visualize their lives turning around, fill them with beautiful, beautiful pink light. Bless them with hope and with faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness is the absence of spiritual light. Spiritual light is what allows us to realize our true nature, a being of light. So bless every person, every being on earth, especially our family and loved ones who are suffering, with spiritual light, spiritual realization of who they really are. And where there's sadness, let me sow a tremendous amount of joy. So it is. Just be still and let the loving energy flow through you. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Just stay there. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. That's why some of you are feeling a slight pressure, a tingling, a spinning, even a stretching. That's your crown center being filled with golden light. Now let that golden light just flow down from your crown through your hands and flood your home with it. Visualize every family member filled with beautiful golden light. Golden light. Your workplace, your country, the entire world. Fill the world with golden light. Just say our hearts are one, our souls are one, there's only oneness. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. May all be blessed. May my soul be blessed with peace, love, and kindness. And let me share it with every person, every being on earth now. So be it. So be it. May all be blessed. Now, gently be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale and fill the earth with even brighter golden light. Just literally saturate your home with this golden light. The homes of all your relatives and friends. Let the golden light spread throughout your city, your country. Let it spread throughout the entire earth. Fill the earth, the atmosphere, the people, the animals, the land, the sea, even inside the earth. May the earth be literally saturated with golden light. From the center of the heart of God, through my spirit and through my soul, may every person, every being, without exception, in the higher worlds, middle worlds, lower worlds, in other words, in every dimension, every direction, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. And for so many right now, physical, emotional, even financial healing. Just be still. Just keep your tongue in your palate. You and I are just the pipelines. Let the energy flow through. May all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. May all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. May all be blessed. We are so grateful to be these channels and pipelines for these blessings to flow through to every person, every being in the entire world. Now, just be still. May all be blessed. So it is. Now lower your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just a few inches above your head, just imagine a beautiful golden sun. Super bright golden sun, just a little ball of light radiating immense, brilliant light. Just look at it with your inner eye. It doesn't have to be clear, just know it's there. Now be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the top of your head to your crown, into that golden sun. And stay there. Be still. You're not the body, you are the spiritual self that controls the body. You're not any of your emotions, you are the spiritual self that create those emotions. You're not any of your thoughts, you're the spiritual self that create those thoughts. Remember who you are and your true essence. Just silently say, I am that being. I am that I am. Be still. Now you, the spiritual self, are silently chanting Om with me. Om. Allow your awareness to just drift into that space before the next Om. Into that nothingness. Stay there. Om. You're drifting deeper and deeper into that pure nothingness. Om. Be still. Be aware of that inner stillness. Be aware of the inner peace and the nothingness. And just simply let go and let things be. Now. Maintain your stillness and awareness. You are that light. And just imagine you looking down on your crown, looking at your body below. And just imagine you can see the energy flowing. Just recall some of the negative emotions, negative thoughts that you want to let go of. As you do that, some of you will start seeing or just sensing feel like gray clouds surfacing on this body. That's your physical, emotional, mental bodies. And simultaneously, these clouds are just the thoughts and emotions. That's all they are. If you're willing to let it go, the first key is to simply observe. Observe it coming to the surface on your crown, your forehead, maybe your throat, maybe your heart, your chest. Just watch it. Just like watching a movie, just observing. And just silently affirm these thoughts, these emotions are not the I. I created them, but they serve me no more. So these are not the I. I am the spiritual self. Now just be still. The rest will be done for you. Just be still. Om. 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 The divine energies pouring down your crown. All negative thoughts, negative energies, negative emotions are dissolved, disintegrated, and expelled to the nearest salt water or violet fire to you. It's pouring down to your forehead and your Ajna chakra and your back head. Your entire head chakras are being purified. All negative emotions, negative thoughts are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your throat, going deep into your throat chakras. Any energies of worry, this word stored, are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled to the nearest salt water, violet fire to you. The liquid divine energy continuously cleansing the crown, forehead, ajna, backhead, and throat chakras. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your throat, down to your front and back heart, and pouring down to your front and back solar plexus centers. It's going deep into your front, back solar plexus and into your lower astral body. Any negative emotion of anger, resentment, jealousy, envy are dissolved, disintegrated, extracted, expelled to the nearest saltwater violet fire to you now. So be it. Just be receptive. Just let it happen. It's going down deep into your front back solar plexus, into the roots, dissolving, disintegrating. Any kind of anger, resentment, jealousy, low self-esteem energy, these are dissolved, disintegrated, expelled to the nearest saltwater violet fire to you now. So be it. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your navel. Your sex center, it's pouring down your spine to the base of your spine. It's penetrating deep into your brain, your eyes, your nose, your throat, your chest, your heart, your lungs, liver, spleen, kidneys, stomach, intestines, gallbladder, reproductive organs, going deep into these organs, disintegrating, extracting all deep-seated negative thoughts and negative emotions and flushing it out to the nearest salt water and violet fire to you now. So be it. Just be receptive. The liquid divine energy is pouring down to your arms, your legs, down your feet. Now just listen and let the energy flow. Om. 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 Just be receptive. You don't have to do anything. Just allow it to happen. Just be receptive. We'll add more special sauce. let it flow. Your body might start moving or you feel stuff, just let it drain out. Okay? Just keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth, let the energy keep flowing. Gently, slowly, very gently and slowly, come back to your body. Very gently and slowly come back. Raise your hands. Visualize the earth in front of you. Imagine all the people you love. Fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Just fill them with beautiful golden light. So be it. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Project golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints and prophets of all traditions, to all the holy archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokoksui Mahagu Jumelin, we thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. So it is. All right. I think you guys are right. I think I spaced out. The full moon is Sunday, not Saturday. Sorry about that. Thank you for reminding me. You know, all these things are happening so many times, so many things at the same time. My brain's like, eek. I think you guys are right. Somebody reminded me that it's supposed to be Sunday. Supposed to be Sunday. I think. Anyway, that's another reason for you to make sure to check our website. Make sure check our posts we're in several places: Instagram, Facebook, 2 websites. So many of them. Anyway, I'm glad somebody else is handling that. All right. So, how do you guys feel after that cleansing? You see, just to kind of add a little more realization for most of you, it's not just the meditation, okay? It's first and foremost remembering who you are. You might notice I nag you guys every single time with it. Who is the thinker? Who is the feeler? Who is the mover of the body? It is when we forget that part that life screws us over. You know, I made people say, oh, I'm going through some stuff. I'm so emotional. My mind's driving me crazy. No, that's not what's happening. You are allowing the emotions and the thoughts to control you. That's what's happening. Because when the soul is in control, you will say, hey, this emotion is not good. These thoughts are not good. Let me change it. That is the most important part. It's the same message, thousands of years before, that the higher beings have been always trying to remind us. And all I'm doing is nagging the heck out of you so that you remember it. Because somebody go, yeah, you know, you talked about this already last week and 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So let me tell you a story. I know you guys want to go already. Let me just make this quick. I remember Tony Robbins was telling this story of a preacher. Okay? A preacher. He has a sermon this Sunday. Next Sunday, same identical sermon. Next week, third week, same identical sermon. Fourth week, same identical sermon. By the time we went the fourth week, the elders of the church went to the preacher before he went to the next one. He goes, Reverend, you've been giving the same sermon for the last 4 weeks. the preacher says, I know, and I'll keep giving it until they practice. You might know it in your head. The question is your life changing? If it's still a big fat mess, that means you know it, but you're not doing it. Well, actually, in reality, you don't really know it if you're not practicing it. That's why we keep reminding you. Clear? So anyway, so on Sunday, sorry guys if I said Saturday, on Sunday is the full moon meditation, and the topic is what the Lord would have taught. Let me go back to it again. You can only lose what you cling to. That's deep, man. We'll go through it in more detail. And just a few announcements, just quickly. In 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks? Give or take 2 weeks' time, I'll be at the Tony Robbins event online. And last year they called it the New World, New Year, New You. And the year before, same thing. This year they're calling it the Breakthrough Challenge. And last year we did meditation with 886,000 people, well, connections. Well, some of them have more than that, so easily we'll have 1 million. So this year they're anticipating even more. So imagine doing meditation twin hearts with more than 1 million people simultaneously. Can you imagine how much divine light is pouring down the earth? Mind-boggling. Right? A lot of people want to meditate. Imagine you meditate in a room with more people. Oh, yeah, it feels good. Imagine meditating with over 1 million people simultaneously, live. Oh, it might blow my circuits. Great, go for it, man. I don't know about you, but I'd love to do that. So that's going to be January 31. No, is that? January 31. Anyway, I'm sure you'll see the post with Tony Robbins. It's called the Breakthrough Challenge. I'm thinking about it. Imagine 1 million people doing meditation to earth, blessing the earth. And with Tony's wife says, chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantra, universal mantra of mercy and compassion. Just thinking about it, I'm in awe for this opportunity to serve so many. So I hope you can join it. Anyway, it's going to be free. I think they're starting the 25th, if I'm not mistaken, 25th, 26th. So we're going to be, at least for now, scheduled for the 31st. And I'm looking forward to it. Imagine all that energy flowing through us. And you aim it at your family, your home, your workplace, all the people in the world. Hopefully with that much energy, you wipe out COVID. Just kind of, like whatever way you want to, or boom, whatever. Just that much divine energy flowing through. Just so excited about it. Okay, just look for it. I'm sure he's advertising on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I already saw the Instagram post. Tony Robbins. Okay, that's going to be the 25th to the 31st. Anyway, I'm flying to Florida, and we're going to be in the studio, and it's going to be massive. Anyway, all right. And then one last thing is tomorrow there's self-healing. If you have a U.S. address, Chandan's teaching self-pranic healing in preparation for next weekend when I'm teaching Spiritual Essence of Man, the chakras and inverted tree of life, which is online. I know some of you are asking, well, but I'm not in the U.S. Well, look at it this way. I didn't come up with it. This is basically part of keeping order in the entire world because I'm not the only master pranic healer. There's another 7 of us. Okay? So I'm in charge of the U.S. So the way they did the classes is it's restricted if you have a U.S. address. And I'm sure they'll be teaching those classes in your area also. All right. Other than that, tonight, or 7 hours and 12 minutes from now, is Anchor the Light Prosperity Healing. And we're going to do deep cleansing. Dig a little deeper in extracting other forms of poverty consciousness. And a lot of people don't realize poverty consciousness is not something just being, but I don't think I have enough money type of. It's not just that. That's just the external part. The deep part of it is inside the chakras of certain deep-seated thoughts and emotions or thought forms, listen, either from this lifetime or before. And we're going to get it out. Okay? So we'll see you in 7 hours and 11 minutes. Other than that, we wish you much happiness and joy, and we will see you in 7 hours, 11 minutes. And please put down your comments and everything else. We will see you then. Let's see if I got everything down. All right. Namaste, everyone. Take good care. We'll see you then. God bless.